All right, y'all, we are live. We are live for this important, pressing, emergency Bitcoin update. Is Bitcoin broken? Is Bitcoin broken? That is a timely question. Is Bitcoin broken? What is happening? What is happening? I want to talk about Bitcoin and whether or not it is broken. We're going to be looking at that and see exactly what's happening with Bitcoin, guys. I'm all about Bitcoin, as many of you know. It's one of my favorite assets to trade. And let's talk about what's going on here, guys. Sell the news, correction healthy. Good morning, World Star Raw. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mitchell Kovac, JD Rogers. Shout out to J. Joe, real crazy stuff. Okay, guys, so let's take a look at what's happening now. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for in my streams, in the Discord, when I post my TA updates. I was talking about what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to come down. We saw it happening. We saw the bearish divergences forming on the chart where we saw momentum coming down, right? Momentum is coming down while price is simultaneously coming up. And so we knew this had to happen. We knew this had to happen. Now, let's see. Kovac? Is it like Kovac, Mitchell Kovac, or Kovac? Sorry. God bless all of you guys. God bless all of you guys. So here's the thing. As many of you know, I've been waiting for this to happen. Just waiting for this to happen. I missed the initial breakout. And what I did was I actually entered long after the breakout right here because my initial target was the $65,000 region based on a fib extension level, right? Because this morning in the stream, I took out my fib. I just whipped it out in front of everybody, and people were like, "Oh!" It was shocking to people. And what I did was I took my fib from this swing low down here, and because I consider this the low, and then I took it, this is not the fib that I want, guys. This is not the fib that I want. I took my fib extension right here, and I went from the low to the high to the... What is going on? Guys, I don't think Bitcoin is broken. I think I'm broken. I can't use a fib anymore. So I took it and did this because I don't consider this whole range that we were here, we hadn't printed our swing high yet. So our previous swing low down here on February 28th to the swing high on March 13th, and then the 0.786 of that level was 65K, and the resistance that we could not break out of was the 0.618. And so that was my target. That's why I longed there. And I was telling everybody, look, I'm looking to add to my position when we get a dump, because we are going to get a dump. It's inevitable. When price goes up, it has to come down. It has to come down. And we were printing this top on Market Cipher B on the 4-hour right here. And so when that happens, we know typically when we have a huge pump and we start to print a red dot in the 4-hour, a lot of times we will see price trade sideways or even go up a little bit. After we get a huge pump. And then what happens is we get this crazy dump. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And when we get these dumps, we can look for great entries. And I was actually able to catch a really sweet move here. Right here. And I told everybody about it in the Discord. I said, look, guys, we're about to hit the 21 EMA on the 4-hour. Definitely keep an eye out for a bounce. We got the bounce. I longed the bounce, and I rode that thing up to the resistance. And that was a really nice 1.5% move right there. A super nice scalp. Obviously, we still need to have momentum come down a little bit more, but you can see that we are holding resistance right here. Check this out. If we go down to the 24-minute time frame, we can see that right now it's down to the wire. Are we going to get this bounce off the resistance or are we not? That's what we're waiting for. If we can hold this resistance, guys, if we can hold this resistance, if we can flip this resistance into support right here on the 24-minute, then I think that we can come back up, and this could potentially be the bottom. If we are unable to hold this line here at 61.654 as support, then we can look to come down to these lower levels at 60.8 and then 60.1 and then even 59.4. These are the levels. And if you're looking to DCA into a position and you're already doing that, then keep an eye on these levels. Keep an eye on these levels. But yeah, as many of you know, I'm a big fan of trading the EMA bounce on the 4-hour, and if I ever see price come down and hit the 4-hour 21 EMA, which is ribbon 5 on Market Cipher A, at the same time that we're bouncing off of a support, I love to take those trades. I took a trade here, and we got a nice bounce up. We took the trade here, and got a nice bounce up. And just look historically, look at this. This was amazing. We came down, we bounced off the 21 EMA and the support. We got a huge bounce up. Bounce off the 21 EMA, get a huge move up. Bounce off the 21 EMA and support, we get a huge move up. And so I'm just taking this as it comes right now. I'm hoping that I can enter into like a long-term swing trade. Now that we have broken out of this range here, we are testing that support, which was the resistance for such a long time. And I'm really hoping, guys, I'm hoping that we can actually hold this level as support. It looks like we're doing pretty well here. We have about 8 minutes left in the 4-hour candle to maintain this level of support. Now, I know a lot of people are looking to long this, and yeah, I mean, I think this is not a bad area to long. What I'm really looking for is on lower time frames. I want to see the 24-minute print a bottom on Market Cipher B. I want to see a nice bottom forming here, and I thought we were going to get one right here, but we did not. If we go down to the 6-minute, we kind of can see that we printed a double bottom. The 12-minute, we want to print another bottom here. I still don't see any kind of direction. That's the only thing that kind of concerns me is I still don't see any kind of direction here. So what I would love to see is something like this, right, where we get a very clear bottom and then we print consecutively higher waves and then we get a clear direction upward. Currently, even on the 1 minute, I'm not really seeing that yet. You could say that we're seeing that a little bit. I would like to see that happening it's happening a little bit on the 3-minute. I want to start seeing it on the 6-minute and on the 12-minute. Right now, the 6-minute, we have two bottoms that are equal. And on the 12-minute, it looks like we might be starting to come back up. Anyway, it was a really awesome and fun long that I just entered with Bitcoin. I still have the dopamine rush because it happened. I was watching it happen. I was watching it drop. I was getting ready for it. I was watching the candle come down. I was stoked. And then, boom, I longed right at the bottom. And, guys, support and resistance is so important. Support and look at this. We got to bounce perfectly off support, and we came up perfectly to resistance. It's so simple, support and resistance. But a lot of people overlook it because they either think it's too simple or they don't think it works. But just look at the lines I have marked out on the chart here, and look at how price respects these levels. You know, these are levels, the levels that we're trading in right here. These are levels that I marked out weeks ago. This up here, this was a Fibonacci extension a Fibonacci extension that we hit perfectly, almost to the exact dollar. We come back right to this support, we come back up, bounce off resistance, come to support, bounce off resistance, come to support, right up to the resistance, back down to the support. And now it looks like, we might actually reclaim this level as support, which would be very bullish. And guys, if we do reclaim this level as support and we start printing bullish momentum on the lower time frames, like the 12 minute, we start seeing clear direction on the 12 minute, and then we start to see that on the 24 minute, then we start to see that on the 30 minute and the 50 minute, and then the 1 hour. It's going to eventually cycle its way through to the 4 hour. And once we actually start printing a green momentum wave on the 3 hour and the 4 hour, that's when we should be looking to really get into a long. And guys, I'm looking at the chat now. Brian Roberts is sick of these dumps. Yeah, Brian Roberts, man, just look at the dumps as an opportunity to profit, right? That's what, take profit when you're in profit. Even if you're in a swing trade and you're taking profits out and putting them back in, it's important to take profit when you're in profit, right? I entered a position right here, somewhere in here, and along the way up, I took profit. Eventually, I took profit at 65K, and then I was just in a very small position, and I was waiting to add to it when we came back down for a dump. And so I'm not leaving myself exposed at these highs, right? When Market Cipher is doing this on the 4 hour, guys, make sure you're not risking a ton of your capital. And then when we start to dump, get excited because we're coming down to test these levels where we know historically we're going to get a bounce. Like if you see a giant 4 hour candle coming down to test a daily support and an exponential moving average, look to enter a long. At the very least, you can get a nice scalp in there. At the very least, I got a really nice like 1.5% scalp, and if that's like 2x leverage, 3x leverage, that's a nice move. That's like a 4.5% move right there. And it happens quick. It happens real quick too. So if you are looking to get in, shout out to Camilo or Camillo Andre. Martin wants to know if I've been on BitBoy. Guys, I'm going to be on BitBoy's channel tonight at 7 p.m. That's when the video will air. The Pi Cycle top indicator, are we on the top? The creator of the Pi Cycle indicator says this might not be the top, guys. So, yes, guys. How do you know the support levels? Nicholas wants to know, how do we know the support levels? I have a lot of content on here in the past streams that you can check out. Shout out to Lewis, who says, Jason, thanks for what you do here. Do you have a Discord where you publish ByBit longs or shorts? I do. So if you want to access the Discord where I post my trades, it's on my Patreon. / Jason Casper, and become a level 2 Patreon, and I post my trades in there. And also, if you're interested in learning support and resistance, I have tons of videos on here, tons of streams where I go through it. But I also, guys, I have a course which will go through everything you need to know. I have a course here, jasoncaspertrading.com. You can check it out if you're interested. It's a comprehensive trading course. It will literally teach you everything you need to know to become confident trading. Right here, everything. If you're a complete beginner, mindset, technical analysis, going through all these things, showing you how to get stop losses, take profits, mark out your levels. We go through Market Cipher in depth. We teach you how to create your own strategy, and we even give you 3 strategies that I have tested myself that many people have tested to be profitable. Go into risk management. And also, if you don't have Market Cipher yet, you can get a 5% discount if you use this code here. But yeah, so right now it looks like we're getting that bounce, and if we can hold this support, guys, I'm super bullish, and I'm going to be waiting for the 4-hour to start coming back up. We want to see this VWAP start to cross back up. We want to see that green wave start to print here. But I want to wait. We're going to start to see the momentum coming up on the lower time frames first, and I want to wait until we start to see that before I'm 100% all in. But this is looking really good, guys. The fact that we are able to hold this level as support is looking really good. I wanted to come in and make a quick update because I know people are freaking out, and it's easy to freak out when Bitcoin's so high and people are freaking out that it's never going to come down, and then it comes down and people are freaking out that it's never going to come up. But guys, we just need to stay cool and calm and collected. If we come down to a support, look for a long. If we come up to a resistance, look for a short. And come up with a strategy and make sure to stick to your strategy. Right now, I'm trying to enter into a swing long. I think we're going to 67K. That's my hypothesis. So we just printed a bottom here on the 24-minute. Okay, so momentum is starting to come up a little bit. Yeah, shout out to IBS A93. And let's check out the 3-minute here. Yeah, 3-minute. We'll see what happens here. We will see what happens in the near future. But really, my levels, guys, are this. If we lose 61.6, then we'll probably come down and test 60.8. If we lose that, we'll probably come down and test 60.1. As we are watching this happen, if we're looking to get into a long position, remember, the lower we can come, the better of a position you can enter. The lower we can come, the better of a position we can enter. Keep your eyes on Market Cipher B. Look on the 1 hour. When we're printing a bottom on the 1 hour, it looks like we're getting pretty close to that. You can start to say, okay, let me look for my entry. When we start to print the bottom on the 2 hour, you can really say, okay, let me start to look for my entry. Once the 3 hour is starting to print a green momentum wave in here, really consider entering. Go down to the lower time frames. And of course, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. This is pure entertainment. I'm not actually trading. I'm just looking at the charts for entertainment purposes because I watch it like I would watch a football game. But when we see the momentum coming up, that's how we know that we've bottomed out. People are like, how low is it going to go? Well, we will know. We will know how low it is going to go. Just like in the past when Bitcoin dumps and we reach some kind of level of support, and then Bitcoin is also printing a bottom on Market Cipher B. That's how we know we're at the bottom. That's how we know we're at the bottom. We're looking to those levels of support that I marked out, and then we're also looking to Market Cipher B to confirm that we've printed a bottom. Shout out to Justin H, who likes the way I put the disclaimer. Yeah, guys, this is not financial advice, and if anybody does think this is financial advice, not only are you going to lose all your Bitcoin, you will lose all your Ethereum, all your fiat currency, all your friends will stop being friends with you, your family will hate you, you're going to stub your toe on the dresser in the middle of the night when you're trying to get a drink of water, you're going to burn your tongue on a hot cup of coffee, and it's going to ruin your whole day, guys. It's going to ruin your whole day. This is not financial advice. This is pure entertainment. Brent wants to know, when I placed that last trade, did I add to my long or was it separate? It was separate. It was separate. I was using the same account, but I pretty much just entered all those contracts and then sold all those contracts at resistance simply because I just didn't see. I really wanted to see, and I was on a call with a client doing coaching, and we were watching this happen in real time. It was actually pretty cool because usually when I coach people, we have to look at what happened in the past, but we were looking at what's happening now. And I was watching these lower time frames with him. We were watching the initial bounce, and then we were watching it come down to retest. And I was looking for some kind of upward momentum, and I just didn't see it. Instead, I kept seeing these blood diamonds. And so when we came up here, I sold all those contracts, but I still have a small position open long here, and I'm looking to really add to it. But I want more confirmation first. I want more confirmation. But there's nothing more fun than longing a bounce. It's fun. It's super fun. And it looks good here, guys. It looks good. Just looking at this price action, how the dump has slowed down and how we've been able to hold this support. This looks really good. The 21 EMA is acting as support. And just historically, guys, look at how the 21 EMA on the 4-hour acts as support. It acts as our support. If we lose that 21 EMA, if we lose this daily support, then we can look down to lower levels. But until that happens, the 21 EMA is holding it down for us. Holding it down. Yeah, Panjock 2 client. Yeah, he knows. It was my dad. I was on the phone with my dad. Daddy, I made a trade, Daddy. Are you proud? He's like, yes, son. Yes, I am proud. JD Rogers wants to know, is it better to scan for a 4-hour or 24-minute buy or sell or both? I like to do both. I set alerts only on the 4-hour. Only on the 4-hour. And guys, this is looking nice. This is just looking nice. Look at the wick. Look at the wick. Look at the bounce. This is nice, guys. I like it. I like it. I really like it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Piece of string theory says disturbing. Yeah, sorry, piece of string theory. Shout out to Andrew Sykes, who says the course is worth every penny. Shout out to Mega Skaters 11, who's in from 61,450. Shout out to you. That's that is the bottom, man. Shout out to Mega Skaters 11 for the perfect entry. For the perfect entry. Brent Hire, yeah, it does ruin my entry price, but not really, because it just gives you an average of your entry prices, so it only ruins it on paper. It doesn't really ruin it like in real life. Tim Blem, liquidation price 57K. I think you're safe. But this is not financial advice. Of course, just entertainment. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to cut the stream, and I apologize because I know I have a lot of people in here. But I have to go do some things. I just wanted to make a quick update. And guys, again, if you are interested in getting into the Discord, where I do have a community in here in the VIP section where I post a lot of things, weekly live streams to talk about my potential swing trades, update videos and all this stuff. You can become a Patreon, patreon.com/Jason Casper. It's in the description of the video. If you become a level 2 Patreon, that's where I post my actual trades and stuff in here. Like the sweet short I made before the pump. And then the little scalp that I just made here. And a whole bunch of altcoins that I trade as well. And if you're interested in the course, guys, jasoncaspertrading.com. Check it out. Big things to come. I will be premiering on the BitBoy YouTube channel tonight. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool, guys? I never thought it would happen. But anyway, if you found this video helpful at all, guys, make sure to like the video. You can join my free Discord in the description of this video. And yeah, may God bless all of you. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Yeshua, our Messiah. And I do pray that the Lord reveals himself to each one of you in a personal way, and that you're blessed in many ways, not just financially, but spiritually and physically and emotionally as well. All right, guys, peace, and I will see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing.